In this lesson, we'll be learning about and practicing order of operations, meeting the requirements for TEKS 67A. Now, before we talk about order of operations, let's make sure we understand the language of the discipline required to understand how to perform order of operations. There are 5 primary words that we'll need to be familiar with. The good news is you've seen each of these before. Now, you may be more familiar with some than others, and so we'll review all 5 of them. The first word is expression. An expression is a mathematical phrase. This phrase could include numbers, variables, and operators. For example, 3 plus 3 is an expression. It includes numbers, and it includes an operator, in this case, the addition symbol. An expression could also be 3x minus 4. It includes the number 4. It includes the number 3, which in this expression is a coefficient, which is multiplying the variable x. 3x is 3 times x. So the operator multiplication, although you don't see it, is there between the 3 and the x. And then we also have the operator of subtraction. These are expressions, mathematical phrases, which may include numbers, variables, and operators. The second word on our list is the word term. A term is any item in an expression separated by operators. For example, 2 plus 2. In this case, the 2 would be a term. It's a term in our expression separated by an operator. If we use the example of 3x minus 5, both the number 5 and our 3x, the coefficient and its variable, 3x, would both be terms. 3x is a term and 5 is a term, and they're separated by the operator for subtraction. A term is an item in an expression separated by operators. The third word on our list is exponent. The exponent tells us the number of times the base is to be repeatedly multiplied. The number of times the base is repeatedly multiplied is the exponent. So for example, if we have 3 squared, or 3 to the power of 2, the exponent, 2, is telling us to multiply the base, number 3, 2 times. 3 times 3. If we had 2 cubed, the exponent 3 would tell us to multiply the base 2 by itself 3 times. The exponent is the number of times the base is repeatedly multiplied. The fourth word on our list is simplify. When we simplify an expression, we combine like terms. So if I had the expression 4x plus 3 plus x plus 5, the like terms in my expression would be 4x and x. X and x are the exact same variable. They're like terms. I have 4 of them in one place and 1 in another. 4x and x make 5x. 3 and 5 are also like terms. 3 and 5 combined make 8. So my simplified expression, instead of 4x plus 3 plus x plus 5, is now 5x plus 8. Simplifying in an expression means to combine like terms. The last word on our list is mnemonic. A mnemonic is any tool you might use to help you remember large amounts of information. You might know a song or a poem or an acronym that could help you to remember large amounts of information. Now, we'll be using an acronym during our time with order of operations, and that acronym is called PEMDAS. The letters in our acronym stand for each of the steps we'll use in order of operations, and our mnemonic to help us remember this acronym and each of the steps is called Please Excuse My Dear Aunt Sally. Each word in the mnemonic helps us to remember a letter in the acronym of the steps we'll use in order of operations. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally is a way for us to remember the acronym PEMDAS and thus the steps in order of operations. The acronym we'll be using during order of operations is PEMDAS. The mnemonic that will help us to remember that acronym is called Please Excuse My Dear Aunt Sally. The P in please stands for parentheses. The E in excuse stands for exponent. The M in my stands for multiplication. The D in dear for division. The A in aunt for addition. The S in Sally for subtraction. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally is the mnemonic we'll use to remember the acronym PEMDAS so that we do the order of operations correctly. Now you might be asking yourself, why are we even talking about order of operations? Why is this important? Why do I need guidelines? And my simple response would be that math is a universal language. It's a language we use to communicate around the world. And in order for us to communicate clearly and consistently with each other, we need to have guidelines we all understand and follow. So this way, when I simplify an expression here in San Antonio, and someone else simplifies the exact same expression somewhere else in the world, we're achieving the same simplified response. So for example, if I had the expression 3 times 5 plus 4, I could simply do it from left to right. 3 times 5 is 15 plus 4 is 19. But what if there weren't guidelines that told me how to do this? Wouldn't I also have the opportunity to say, I'm going to add the 5 and the 4 first to give me 9, and then multiply 3 times 9, which would give me 27? How would I know who was right, who was wrong? Who says who's right and who's wrong? And in fact, this is the exact reason why we have order of operations, so that we have an agreed upon set of guidelines that will allow us to view the same expression and simplify it in the same way to achieve the exact same simplified response to that expression. Order of operations is important, and we'll be practicing it here. We'll be using acronyms like PEMDAS and mnemonics like Please Excuse My Dear Aunt Sally to help us remember the order of operations so that we can communicate clearly and consistently with other mathematicians. Now let's talk about order of operations and PEMDAS. The P in PEMDAS tells us that the first thing that we'll be simplifying in any expression will be those things inside of parentheses or grouping symbols. The P stands for parentheses, but it also includes things like brackets or absolute value symbols. Any sort of grouping symbol would be simplified first. The P in PEMDAS stands for parentheses. Next, we would simplify exponents. The E in PEMDAS stands for exponents. We're going to simplify exponents immediately after we take care of everything inside of parentheses. Next, we need to work from left to right. Now, although the M for multiplication comes before the D for division, we won't always do multiplication before division. We're going to do multiplication or division, whichever one we see first, working from left to right. Now we'll do a few examples here in a minute and you'll see what I mean. Now we have the same circumstance when it comes to adding and subtracting. Although the A for addition comes before the S for subtraction, we're only doing addition before subtraction if we see it first when working from left to right. So, PEMDAS, parentheses, exponents, multiplication or division, addition or subtraction. Now let's try a few examples. Let's take the opportunity now to show how PEMDAS can help us to generate a correct, simplified, equivalent expression. So PEMDAS reminds us to make sure that we simplify in a specific order. And that order is parentheses first. So the 36 is not in a parentheses, so 36 divided by 3 times 4. I need to do that because it's in parentheses. 3 times 4 is 12, plus 6 squared times 3. After parentheses, the next thing I need to do are exponents. 36 does not have exponents, so 36 divided by 12 has no exponents, plus 6 squared. The 2 is an exponent. 6 squared is 6 times 6. The base multiplied by itself twice. 6 times 6, which is 36 times 3. Then I'm supposed to do multiplication or division, whichever one I see first. So 36 divided by 12. So I see division first. 36 divided by 12 is 3, plus 36 times 3. So I took care of the division because I saw it first. Now, if I have multiplication, I need to do it at this time. So I have addition and multiplication. Multiplication is to be done before any addition. So 3 plus 36 times 3. And 36 times 3 is 108. And finally, I finish doing my last operation. In this expression, I have addition. 3 plus 108. And 3 plus 108 is 111. So that an equivalent expression, simplified, for 36 divided by, in parentheses, 3 times 4, plus 6 squared times 3 is 111. So let's go ahead and wrap up this lesson. In this lesson, we learned that in order to find a correct, simplified, equivalent expression, we needed to use the order of operations. Fortunately, there's a mnemonic we can use to remind ourselves of the order we're required to use. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally is a mnemonic used to remind me of the rules of order of operations. PEMDAS, P-E-M-D-A-S, tells me the order in which I'm supposed to simplify an expression. I begin with parentheses, then exponents, then multiply or divide whichever I see first from left to right, and then add or subtract, once again, whichever I see first from left to right. Order of operations is necessary in order for me to get a correct, simplified, equivalent expression.